Welcome back, dear students. Coming to the next video, we have some explanation here. Before I start with that one, I would like to tell you this question. I have written in the form of para itself, but I'll explain the things in detail. So, iron, cobalt, nickel are said to be ferromagnetic metals. So, now comes the introduction of magnetic property. I already have told you regarding the paramagnetic and diamagnetic property in the coordination compounds chapter very well. If you remember that one, listening or understanding these things are very easy for you all. So iron, cobalt, nickel are said to be ferromagnetic metals. That means they show certain extent of or the maximum extent of magnetic property because they are considered as strongly attracted towards the magnetic field. So these three are considered to be having lone pair of electrons. They will have lone pair of electrons in the d subshell. Whenever I mean unpaired electrons are present in the d subshell, they all are magnetic in nature. Those we have completely filled d subshell. All the d subshell is filled with all the 5 electron, 10 electron, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. If 10 electrons are filled, then they are called as diamagnetic. If the unpaired electrons are present, then they are going to show magnetic property. But these iron, cobalt, nickel are going to show a extent of extra magnetic property than the others. So the reason why they are called as ferromagnetic metals or ferromagnetic compounds. Fine. Now I have next point I supposed to tell here. Among zinc and cobalt, that is among Zn plus 2, cobalt plus 3 and Zn plus 2. I'm sorry. Okay. Among Zn plus 2 and cobalt plus 3, Zn plus 2 will not attracted by the magnetic field. Why? Why will be the question. Is mainly because we already discussed Zn is an exception which has completely filled orbitals, that is completely filled d orbitals. It will not going to show any magnetic property because the electrons of this Zn are not involved in any bonding. No bonding, no electronic interaction, no force of attraction at all. It is somehow ಒಂಥರ ಇದೇನು Zn ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. Zn ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೂ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, Zn ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಒಳಗೂ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿನೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇದು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಶೋ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ Cu ಪ್ಲಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕಾಪರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ 29 ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. It is going to show argon 3d10 4s2. Copper plus 2, if you consider what will happen here, it will show completely filled electronic configuration as that of Zn. ಇದು ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗತೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, Zn ಗತೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲೇ 3d10 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ. ಬಟ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ನೀವು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಪರ್ is going to be diamagnetic in case of 3d10 configuration. 3d10 configuration ಒಳಗೆ ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. Cu ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಒಳಗೆ 1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 3d9. Means we have got one unpaired electron present here. When we have got one unpaired electron present, definitely it is going to show a magnetic property. What kind of? It is going to show paramagnetic property. Okay, completely filled d orbital Cu plus ಒಳಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ all the 5 orbitals are filled by 10 electrons, then it is considered as diamagnetic. But in case of Cu plus 2, from 10 if you remove one electron, then it will become 3d9. In 3d9 we have got one unpaired electron. Whenever one unpaired electron is present, definitely it is going to show a magnetic property. From this it is going to show paramagnetic property. Similar examples I have here, that is regarding scandium. Scandium plus 3, that is scandium plus 3 salts are said to be diamagnetic. And the scandium plus 3 oxidation state, what is the electronic configuration? We have to check out first. What is the electronic configuration here? Scandium, we have atomic number 21. It is written argon 3d2 4s1. This is first element of the 3d series. If you remove all the 3 electrons which are present with the scandium, it will become scandium plus 3. So when you just remove all the 3 electrons from D as well as from S, it will show 3d0 electronic configuration. Electron illandre electron interaction irangilla. Electron interaction irangilla andre force of attraction irangilla. Force of attraction ilve illa andre ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಶೋ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 3d0 ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು absence of all the d electrons, they will be not showing magnetic property. Scandium plus 3 doesn't show any magnetic property. The reason is that all the 3 electrons are removed, no interelectronic attraction. So there is no electrons at all, means no magnetic property is shown by them. Okay, dear students, now let us talk regarding the magnetic moment. Calculation of magnetic momentum can be asked, that is calculation of spin magnetic moment. This question 100% you can expect for your examination. Magnetic moment andre enri first it should be calculated with the help of number of unpaired electrons. d orbital olaga number of unpaired electrons ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. that is spin magnetic momentum, mu equal to square root of n into n plus 2. this is the formula for calculation of magnetic moment. okay, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. what is the example I have taken example of scandium plus 3. Aita, scandium plus 3, that is SC plus 3 I have taken. So can you see here, scandium plus 3, it has lost all the 3 electrons. Okay, all the 3 electrons are lost in the sense I have got 3d0 4s0. It means n value it will become 0 only. When n value is 0, can we expect any magnetic property is being seen here? No, not at all. So n is 0, no unpaired electrons are present. So Bohr's magneton, bm andre ಏನ್ರಿ magnetic moment ಅನ್ನ exhibit ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ represent ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇದು Bohr's magneton. So bm is going to become 0. Once bm is becoming 0 here, there is no magnetic momentum, magnetic property na exhibit madangilla. The magnetic moment value of scandium plus 3 is going to become 0. Like this, I have taken some of the examples, other examples wherein we would be getting some of the unpaired electrons are present in the d orbital. Say for example, I have taken values of n equal to 1, n equal to 2 and so on. Then we will be getting the certain value due to presence of unpaired electrons in d subshell. We have to consider the unpaired electrons which are present in the d subshell for the calculation of magnetic momentum. Okay.